What's up, creeps? It's Jason, a.k.a. the Pope of Pain. Of course, I'm here with JDK, the East Coast ghostess, the mostest.
No.
The hostess of the mostest. No, that was Elvira.
It's got me hungry.
Oh,
You left me
hostess
hungry.
cupcakes.
Yeah.
There we go. The hostess cupcake of the horror world.
What do you think I would be if I was a host? Like the zebra cake? They were delicious.
You would be a moon pie.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
I figured.
Hey, we're back. We had a fucking, man, we survived the Shark Tank last night. If those who are watching this real time, like this is live, it's not. But we had the screening of Jaws last night. Fucking awesome.
First time on the big screen.
Yeah, same. And packed theater of like over 250 people.
Yeah.
Which was nuts, man. And it was really fucking fun. Had a good time, and yeah, man, that movie hits hard on the big screen.
The volume was perfect, right?
Oh.
So all those jump scares that you know are coming, by the way. We've seen the movie 8,000 times.
Yeah.
But they still got me. Did you hear the screams, by the way? People were actually frightened.
People were laughing, screaming,
Yeah.
the joke, they were clapping when what's his name? The old guy.
Quinn.
Yeah.
Quinn.
Which the older I get, the more I can relate to Quinn.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about like fucking just telling stories, and then I love in that scene in the boat, like they're all drinking.
Yeah.
And it's like, look at this scar, fucking, and they just like start comparing scars. That's the most military shit ever.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like,
Then
how can I one up my buddy here? Oh yeah, really? Got blown up by a grenade? Yeah. Well,
Right.
this is a fucking RPG shot to the tits, you know, or something like that.
But ends in the best fashion with the heart.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. Exactly.
Ashley Douglas or something.
That was hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, good time for you guys. If you have not jumped on if you're local and you haven't jumped on a Spookorama every Thursday night at the Pollock Cinemas here in Tempe, and we're having a good fucking time.
Yeah, and we got Scream 2 coming up in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so.
July 11th. We are taking off July 4th to blow off our fingers.
Blow stuff
you know
up.
what I'm saying? Yeah, blow some shit up and
Save dogs.
Yeah, exactly. And but after that, yeah, July 11th, let's go. Scream 2. Everybody's like, why you do Scream 1? Because everybody fucking does Scream 1. We're doing Scream 2.
Yeah.
Does that make us number 2?
Probably.
Okay.
We are the second worst horror show.
We are the second worst horror show in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, okay. Look, we're back, dude, because we roasted you fucking guys.
Yeah.
Last episode, you gave us your unpopular horror opinions, and then we pretty much, for the most part, we destroyed you.
And put you in the penalty box
Put you in
forever.
the penalty box, but it was a hit. People actually had a good time of us talking shit, I guess, and we have leftover questions that we need to get to.
We do.
So this is a part 2.
This is a part 2.
Yeah.
2 is kind of the common number here today.
I'm just look. Maybe it is, right?
But yeah, we're here. We're back. So be on the prowl because we're probably coming at you hard here.
Yeah.
We didn't review these prior.
Oh, I'm sitting there looking at your camera here, and I do have JDK. Let me put it back on. You are off center, and I'm just going to leave you off center. So, this is just, you know what? I said we're the second worst fucking podcast ever, and there you go.
You know, it's funny. A little behind the curtain here. This camera's looking nowhere near me.
I don't know what happened. Did we have an earthquake? I don't know. Wait,
I'm over.
Okay, let me see. Let me see what we got now. Let me see. I'm gonna put. Now you're dead center.
Live.
Maybe it's not the camera.
Oh.
Just saying.
Maybe.
All right, so we got another 8, 9 unpopular opinions. I guess hot horror takes.
Right.
And then in a perfect world, we just agree with you guys. We just like, you guys are the best. You're right. Your horror opinions are the best, but that's not going to happen.
Never. No chance. I will say, like I said, we did not review these too much, but I did see Rob Zombie's name listed throughout these like 800 times. So
wow,
you guys fucking love / hate Rob Zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess we're gonna. I take it that I haven't seen these yet either, so I imagine we're gonna talk some shit. So
you want to start?
Anytime I'm talking shit about Rob Zombie is a good day, and everything, man. Which is cool because I guess you said that his brother.
Yes.
The family listens to the podcast, right?
Yeah, the kid likes it.
The Power Man 5000 dude, right?
I forgot his name already. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, man. Brother Zombie.
Yeah, Brother Zombie.
Right,
I like that, actually.
And I hope they do watch this because, look, I like Power Man 5000 was good for a song or two. I love it. You guys are awesome.
I didn't even know they had more than one.
Okay.
So, actually, that's amazing.
When worlds collide, baby.
Right?
Right? So right now, when worlds are colliding on this podcast, hey, by the way, what all the TikTokers say, right? It's like, no, all the YouTubers. What platform are
TikTokers, sure.
Guys, fucking, look, we put a lot of effort in this. Like, literally, 2 minutes prior to this thing, we actually sit together and I don't know, do our hair.
Yeah.
So can you give us a like?
please.
Maybe tell your friends.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is the dumbest podcast I've ever seen. If you really want to kill brain cells, check this podcast out, man. You
Dude.
can share. There's a little share button on these things.
Share it. You want to feel better about your life, your day, your mood, everything. Just watch.
I do love the comments, though.
The comments
you
are
guys are great. Even when you talk shit to us, it makes me warm. My black heart just turns even blacker and colder, and I feel so good and all that stuff. So
more of that.
Yes. All right. So what do we got? What do we got? We're warming up here.
We are sweating like 50 pounds worth.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, it's 140 degrees in Arizona, and like we had to come to the studio here and turn on the air about what 3 hours prior.
3 hours prior,
and it's still 98 degrees in here.
Guess who got here 2 hours prior and forgot to turn the AC on?
Well, that'd be that guy right there.
All right. So first up, we got at Cecil Cosmic.
Cecil.
So
Cosmic.
Cecil
what
wants
do you
to.
think that means? Cecil Cosmic. Is he like constantly in the just fucking high out of his mind in the universe, or he's straight edge? That makes no fucking
No, there's no
sense.
X's in the names.
Oh, no X's.
Yeah.
So all right. So Cecil's probably blitzed.
He's
right
mushroomed
now,
out. Yeah.
Talking shit. What kind of shit is Cecil talking to us?
Cecil's letting us know that he did not enjoy the first any movies in the Return of the Living Dead after the first one. So Return of the Living Dead Part 2 and 3 thought were shit.
Okay.
Just the first one, but. Here's the thing, Cecil. I don't think Part 2 is an unpopular opinion saying you don't like that. I don't think anybody likes that movie.
Dude, Part 2 is the most whiny fucking movie ever.
It's tough.
All right?
It's a hard sit.
Because what happens is, it doesn't make any fucking sense. The two guys that died, right? By the way.
Spoiler.
Yeah, one's coming too. Fucking the, what's his name?
Tom Matthews.
Jesus Christ. Tom Matthews, dude. Sorry, I hit my head on the way out of here. Shark Tank got me. Tom Matthews will be here. But, so, the two guys that, the two whiny motherfuckers, right? Just get even more whiny. But then they add like a girl that just, so the whole movie's just, that whole fucking crying.
The whole movie.
Bro, man, it's hard. So I watch it just with the sound off.
Yeah.
And I do my own commentary.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. Yeah, it's the way to go, man. It's it makes that movie way more enjoyable.
The bummer is the cover looks so cool.
Okay, the cover is great.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
it's almost like Fright Night, but just on steroids.
For sure, yeah.
Then Part 3 you have, right? Which I feel like, okay, is it me, or is Part 3 getting like this cult following as kind of years pass on? Almost like the Halloween 3 treatment, like where it's becoming like beloved. I forget her name, but she's doing cons now, and everybody's freaking out about it.
Right.
But I personally don't like that movie either.
No, I think that sucks. I think Cecil's got actually a good opinion. We're on a cosmic plane with this guy because
I like this buddy.
The first one is killer. In fact, we love it so much, we're bringing the fucking cast to Gathering the Ghouls. August 24th, 25th, Mesa Convention Center, right?
Yes.
Tickets now, terrortrader.com.
Link in bio.
Yeah, so you get to actually go do the walk with the Tar Man. You get to dance naked with Linnea.
How cool is that?
Well, I don't know where else we're going with this, but anyway, you get to do a lot of cool shit. Or maybe you don't get to do any of that, but you'll get to see the cast. How about that?
Yeah, you get to shake our hands because we agree with you.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely,
right.
buddy.
All right, Cecil. You know what? He gets off pretty easy.
Hey, we're starting off positive here.
Gets off pretty easy, Cecil. All right.
Jenica Rose is up next.
All right.
Jenica Rose wants to let us know that Rob Zombie is good at horror music but terrible at directing. And
good at horror music, terrible at directing. Once again, how do you argue with that?
Well, I definitely agree with the directing thing, but I mean, okay, would I personally agree that he's a good musician and all this? No, but guess what, buddy?
Yeah.
Money talks and bullshit walks.
It does.
And he's got a lot of money.
Yeah, and it does, right? I mean, you go back to the White Zombie era, it had its moment, right?
For sure.
Right? It's like fucking every song sounded the same, right? It's this Black Sunshine, fucking or whatever. But that was cool. I mean, for that era, right? That was what?
Early 90s?
The 90s?
Maybe.
Yeah, whatever, where Rob Zombie really shined. And then, this is the problem with fucking, like, rich artists.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw it out there because I would say half our audience, if not all our audience, is not a rich artist, right? Most of them are artists or fucking poor as fuck, right?
Joes.
99% of the world, artists are poor as fuck,
sure.
right? So, but when you're rich and you hit it and you art, whether it's music, whether it's whatever, film, you get bored.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? I did pretty good here with this White Zombie shit. I got all these fucking people in the crowd like me. They like my dreads. I haven't showered in 14 fucking weeks, This is a hot thing here. I got a wife that just cackles all the time. This is great.
I'm vegan.
Yeah, I'm vegan, even though whatever's trendy, right?
Yep.
But then it's like, you know what? I bet I'd be just as good as directing or cooking or fucking insert whatever. Sure. And then you suck and you fuck it up, right? And this is what happened with Rob Zombie, man, is, dude, you could jam, you make billions of dollars, maybe millions. millions. Okay, whatever. And but then you're like, I'm just going to go take over the horror world, and it's all one trick pony, dude. It all sounds like fucking whatever. Not Power Man 5. I was going to say Power Man 5000.
Brother Zombie.
Brother Zombie. But it all sounds like what's his big song? Something 66.
Oh, Dragula or some shit.
Maybe it sounds like Dragula. Yeah. But every song sounds like. So every movie, 31, Devil's Rejects, fucking House, blah, can I keep going? Lords of Salem, blah, blah, blah. It all looks the same, man.
It does, and that's what the problem with the movies are, right?
Yes.
If you've seen one, you've seen them all.
I agree.
You got the hillbilly cast, you got the whole, like...
It's the same shit. And even when he tried to do the Monsters, which, by the way, I will never forgive you for that, by the way. You fucking destroyed it. Even the Monsters look stupid. And that was because fucking Rob tried to write.
Yeah, he did.
Rob, don't write, dude. Just wear your dreads and just fucking do that shit in the mic. Everybody's gonna love you forever.
Ever.
Yes.
Ever. I agree with you on that.
Okay. So I think we've beaten that horse to death.
We did, but there's one more Rob Zombie thing.
Okay, break it.
So we got to get through this one. Make horror slash again. Which cool username.
Make
by the way.
horror slash again.
Yeah,
I agree.
I make them do that.
Yes,
but. You know what? Rob Zombie's Halloween is infinitely better than DGG's Halloween 2018 and has a better mask. I'm pretty sure that she's referring to David Gordon Green.
David Gordon Green.
DGG. Triple G.
Yeah, David Gordon Green.
So Rob Zombie's Halloween is infinitely better. I don't know where you stand on this one. I think I do. I disagree. I think Halloween 2018 is the best out of all these movies, and it's not even close. If I was to be in the team of that production, I would have ended it with 2018.
Okay.
I thought that was a beautiful way to close the chapter.
Yeah, it's because Rob Zombie's Halloween was...
Oh, I fucking hated that.
Yeah, it was, once again, it had that same, I'm in the Devil's Rejects, right?
Yes.
And, Michael had that fucking... He just, I don't know, he looked like every kid in every Rob Zombie movie, right? I don't know, but 2018 wasn't bad.
I love 2018.
It was actually, and like I said, they should have stopped there. Good call, right?
And she did note that the mask looks better in Rob Zombies than it does in 18 as well, which I also disagree with.
I don't think so.
Not a chance.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so at all, actually, because, but then again, what I'd like to know what your opinion is about part 2, Halloween 2.
I would like to know that as well.
You know what I'm saying? Because now the mask got even dumber.
Yeah.
Like fucking, you guys, have you ever tried to melt latex, right? I love how people just think it's just going to fucking put these perfect holes and all that stuff. That fucking shit it's no good. It smells, it's like, whatever, right? So I'm not buying it. So, no, I don't think, Rob Zombie's Halloween probably should never have happened.
It shouldn't have.
You know what I'm saying? David Gordon Green's, anything past 2018 should never happen. In fact, don't let that guy direct a fucking thing. I wouldn't let him direct a fucking nursery rhyme, right? You know what I'm saying? Something like a kid show, fucking Sesame Street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because whatever he did to kills and ends, fuck, get out of here.
Please stop.
You feel shame.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah.
But no, I'm on the team of I love the first of 2018. Okay. Thought the movie was phenomenal. I thought it was a great way to close it out. You have the house burning down at the end.
Yeah.
Terrific. But then they had to go on and ruin it.
That's the thing. Mike, everybody's like, Halloween ends. Well, I'm going to get on my fucking soapbox here about Halloween ends here in a second. But you know what? I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, because you've all heard this.
You're laying the sword down.
I'm going to lay the sword down when it comes to Halloween ends. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore.
Self-growth.
Fucking from here on out, you'll never hear me talk about Halloween ends. Fucking mark my word.
Next up from Bob Hogue, Halloween Ends is the best of the 3 new movies because it bothered to do something new.
God damn it, Bob. I just said I'm not going to talk about this shit anymore.
Yeah, so...
Wait, what was Bob's take?
So Bob has been on this team since last year when we saw this movie. Halloween Ends is the best of the 3 new movies because it bothered to do something new. And that, okay, let me preface this. I love Bob. Bob's a great friend, one of my best friends.
I'm starting to not to love Bob.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I'm trying to spew the positivity, okay? I love Bob, but let's be real here. Just because somebody does something new doesn't mean it's good. And I also don't compliment and commend somebody for doing something new if it's total dog shit. Do you?
Thank you. Now look, this is the problem. Okay, I did something new. Okay, fuck you. Okay, you destroyed Michael Myers. What you did, right?
So if I start smoking cigarettes today, Bob, you gonna fucking just pat me on the back?
That was really something new you did.
Yeah, I like that. Good move.
How's that lung cancer?
Good, yeah, right? Good move. Yeah. Well, that's what happened here. You spread cancer all amongst the Halloween franchise.
So what you did, you did something new. It's like, you know what was new? I don't know if you, back in the day, there was a movie called Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This is like old school, like Christopher Reeve, the guy who broke his neck off a horse.
Yeah.
Not very fucking super, by the way, right? Don't ride horses, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You're just going to die, okay? But anyway, like at one point, when he he gave up everything. I don't know what Superman this was, right? Yeah. I was so young, but he started drinking and he became like fucking roughneck looking Superman.
That's
right?
my Superman,
dude. That's something new. I'm fucking here for, right?
Yeah.
And he started just being a dickhead, drinking, fucking pushing people, beating people up in bars and shit. I'm like, fucking, this is awesome, right? But you take exact opposite with Halloween Ends. You take the fucking the top of the top and the Mount Rushmore of horror, right?
Right.
Michael Myers. His face has to be one of the front runners, right?
Got to be.
And then you make him weak, feeble, and get beat up by a guy who gets beat up by the band nurse.
He literally gets picked on by a
He gets
dude.
deboed. Yeah. If anybody seen Friday, he got fucking deboed.
It's my bike, punk.
It's my bike, punk. And that's my mask, punk.
Yeah, right?
What the fuck? And then at the end, you throw him in a garbage disposal?
Yeah, dude.
How is this anything? I mean, if you're a horror fan, how is this good for the franchise?
It's not. It's not. And everybody that's out here supporting. What's that?
I think we should have thrown Bob in the fucking garbage disposal with David Gordon Green.
Yeah, Dino, what do you say, buddy?
Yeah, right?
That's a terrible take. I'm
Bob
sorry,
makes great music.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible horror takes.
Terrible horror takes. Yeah.
Love you, Bob.
Yeah, love you, buddy.
Bob.
Just not your horror takes.
Okay.
Next up,
I'm on one today.
We're done, by the way, with Halloween and Rob Zombie.
Okay.
So we're good.
And literally within 30 seconds, I broke my promise and said I'll never talk about Halloween Ends again. If this is a Halloween End question, I'm gonna fucking punch this camera.
Nope, it's not. As AZ Desert Cat is saving us.
Oh God. Okay. I love her. She's
so
cool.
Crystal, right?
Yes.
Crystal won.
She goes all the Spookeramas.
All the Spookeramas.
And if you miss one, Crystal, I will never say nice things about you again.
Yeah, ever. So even July 4th.
I'm just kidding.
Paranormal Activity is not.
In fact, even when we don't have a Spookerama, you need to be there.
You got to be there to support. Terror Trader. What the fuck?
Okay.
The heat is getting to me. Paranormal Activity is not scary at all and is totally fucking lame.
Well.
Again, here we go. Again, money talks, bullshit walks. Paranormal Activity, one of the highest grossing movies ever made.
So okay, when you look at financials, you can't argue, right?
You can't argue.
You can't argue. So that thing now we said not scary.
Not scary and is totally lame.
Okay, I think it does have scary moments. I think it does. I'm not a big fan of this movie. We've said this 1,000 times, right? I think it has some scary moments if you've never seen it. The problem is you've seen all the clips. You could take all the clips, and I'm sure they're on YouTube. Someone's done a 2-minute fucking, here's what Paranormal Activity is about. And you've seen all the scary clips. You know, the covers coming off, getting pulled off the bed, the doors opening. You know, it was a security cam era, right? Yep. You know, which that was fucking hot for a long time, right? You can't get away with that shit now. No. Obviously not. Unless you're a terror trader. Look at our security cams. Yeah, that shit gets fucking freaky sometimes, right?
It kind of does.
But I think for its day, and I'd like to challenge Crystal. Let's go back in the fucking time machine, Crystal, okay? Or when was that, 2000?
It's got to be.
Okay? Yeah. So, Crystal, I was going to say something rude and say we both are in our 40s at that time, but that's a lie. I'm just kidding. I was in my 40s probably in the 2000s. Crystal was probably 15 years old.
Probably.
All right? Even though, fucking we know.
Yeah, we know.
I love you, Crystal. I'm just kidding. I bet you if I put her in, like, Crystal, we're just going to go watch the Disney movie or something. Like, oh, what's this Paranormal Activity? I put you in there by yourself. You jump scared.
I agree. I think for me personally, these movies were made for theaters. I don't think watching them at home had the same effect.
No.
You had to have that sound design. You had to have that pummeling bass. And, it doesn't hit the same at home. Yeah. So I think if you watch these at home and you didn't like it, I could maybe see why. Yeah. But they scared the shit out of me. Here's why. Yeah. I never really worried about Jason growing up breaking into my house. Sure. Never worried about Pumpkinhead coming to get me. But I sure as hell worried about somebody watching me next to my bed while I slept.
It's the most vulnerable spot besides the toilet.
Yeah,
right? I'm going to make a Paranormal Activity, Paranormal Bathroom Activity. That's the worst place you could actually die. Okay, look. I'm not going to get gross here, but it's human nature, right?
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes you gotta take a seat,
pop a squat.
There you go. Right? If I die on the fucking toilet, just act like I never existed, okay? Or burn the whole house down, okay?
I like that.
Move my body somewhere. I don't give a shit. I don't care if my pants are on, pants off. I just don't want to die on the toilet. That's disgrace.
What if it's even worse maybe if you fell off, so you're kind of
oh my God.
Face down, ass up.
Face down, ass up. Oh my God. You walk in, oh, this guy had Taco Bell. This is fucking gross. This is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's if you guys want to get creative out there, Hollywood, once again, I don't know how many fucking movie or ideas I can give you guys.
It's endless.
Yeah. I mean, Hollywood should be just multi-billionaires right now because all our amazing ideas. Thank you, Terrifier 3, by the way.
Start right here, Christmas.
Yes. Yeah. Is do a, I don't know, Paranormal Activity Bathroom Edition. I don't know what you call it. You can think of something better than that. You got writers, you got AI out there.
Bowel movements.
Oh, yeah, the haunted bowel movement, right? But that is the most terrifying shit ever, right? Or imagine, or even in the shower. Let's not get gross. Let's just say we're in the shower. You hear that weird noise, or that door slams. You're in the shower.
Yeah.
Now once again you're vulnerable. You know. Although I keep machetes in the shower.
Yeah, you do. Probably fucking on the walls.
Yeah, yeah. It's bring it, and I like a hockey mask.
I like
but that's just because I'm weird and kinky.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Crystal. Look. Let's me and you go back to early 2000s. Let's watch this together.
Yeah.
I bet you jump scare.
I sure
100%. Put it in the comments.
Right.
Crystal. You will. I know you will.
Next up, we got Alexis Walls.
Oh, hello,
Alexis wants to tell us that Blumhouse produced one good movie, and it's The Invisible Man. And I could not fucking disagree.
Wait, I'm sorry. You say Invisible Man?
The Invisible
Can we make
Man.
this post and go invisible? Are you crazy?
I wish this comment was invisible.
This Invisible Man is what got my hate for Blumhouse.
It would, yeah, dude. Like, this is what's turning people against this kind of fucking company.
This is such Blumhouse. I didn't wear my shirt today because I didn't think we'd have a Blumhouse question, but I'm gonna start selling the Blumhouse Sucks T-shirt at Terror Trader,
and it'll be our number one seller.
It probably will be because look, that's all Blumhouse does. Let's just steal other ideas, right? So they got the rights to do a Universal fucking studio. I don't know. Universal must have been hurt for money or something or whatever. Or we're like, look, Invisible Man. No one likes the Invisible Man anyway, right? Yeah. In the original Universal Monsters movies, he actually had the highest kill count, but it was like cheating because like a train fell off the tracks or something, whatever, and killed like 130 people, and you actually just claim that bullshit. By the way,
you're
right?
Educating people.
Yeah, you know what? The Invisible Man, and then I watched the new one. Right? It's kind of predatory, if you ask me. It's weird. I don't know if I liked it that much. But things remind me it sucked because it was Blumhouse. It does suck. You know?
Right, Alexis. I'm sorry. I agree. Terrible take.
Let's just throw it on top. Okay, what Blumhouse movie was better? We fucking talked about it. It was fucking Halloween 18.
Halloween 18, and I know you're not going to agree here, but Happy Death Day, I didn't.
Oh, fuck. I'm definitely not agreeing with that, man.
The Happy Death Day, I think it's because it's got some kind of weird. It's the Valentine's Day thing. And
okay.
I don't know. It's always got a cool.
It's that weird cherub. Is that what this thing's called?
Yeah, cherub.
The fucking puffy face dude?
I acknowledge the movie's bad.
Yeah.
But for some fucking reason, I just kind of like watching it. But it is a bad movie. So Halloween 18 is the standalone.
I mean, I'm not even pushing the button. I don't know what cranking the horn or whatever.
Flying the flag.
Flying the flag for Blumhouse, whatever. Yeah. But there's about 400 movies that are better than The Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Go look on it anywhere. Say the top Blumhouse movies. I guarantee IMDb. Some fucking guys out there got nothing else to do and has ranked all the IMDb or Blumhouse movies. And I promise you, in fact, who wrote this again?
Alexis.
Alexis.
This is Alexis.
Okay, yes. Alexis. Find that list and then put it in the comments. Because I bet you Invisible Man's not in the top 10 of the Blumhouse movies.
Dude, I would love to know offhand even what that ranking is on like IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. Not that it matters, but I didn't think people liked this movie.
I did. Once again, they tried to make it go invisible. It's like, well, that sucked. But then it's typical Blumhouse. They'll just go, you know what? Hey, we made 10 to 20 million on it. Fucking let's just act like it never happened. Bye. Right? You know? Hey, we should take over My Bloody Valentine and fuck it up next.
Oh, can we stop it? They did so well on that.
They're going to do it. They're going to fucking do it. They're going to take over everything. The Friday 13th franchise, guys, it sucks.
It sucks.
Okay,
Alexis,
not as bad as this question though.
You know what? Yeah, okay, that's fair. But you know what? To her credit though, at least this is a very unpopular horror take. So
it is.
You stayed on brand.
This is why I love you guys. Right? Once again, we said this at the beginning of the show. We did not, but I should have said this. Have some thick skin.
Yeah, you got to.
We're gonna roast you a little bit, just like you guys roast us. Yeah. You think we're behind this cage every day in this fucking Terror Trader? And you come in, you guys poke us.
We're zoo animals.
Yeah. You know, dance. You know, and all this stuff. So at least this is our chance to roast you a little bit back, right?
A little bit.
Have some fun, no? So yeah.
And that's what we're doing. And we got 3 left, okay?
Okay.
So we're gonna
Send it.
Belky13, Kelsey is back after her first series of terrible takes with Phantasm and
That was so
Beyond.
dumb. She has the worst takes ever.
Worst
and
ever.
I really like Kelsey.
Yeah.
Or maybe I like her dogs.
I think I like her dogs.
You know?
She's okay.
She's okay. Yeah.
Okay. But her cookies are great. Come buy them.
Oh yeah, actually, Fright Bites. If you have a dog, this is a shameless plug.
Or an appetite.
Or you just feel like eating dog treats that look like horror icons.
Yep.
They have frosting on them, by the way. I licked some the other day. It was pretty good. Come by Fright Bites here at Terror Trader. That's Belky's
little thing.
Yeah.
Silence is much scarier than the violent plucking of crescendos leading up to scares and kills. So what Kelsey's saying is basically, let's say you're watching a paranormal haunted house movie or something. Okay. They're doing the camera pan down the hallway. It's black. You're approaching the rooms, but it's just silence. right? As opposed to the keys and the violins.
The crescendo of strings.
Yes.
I kind of look. I'm not. Wow.
I don't hate either or. Like
I don't either.
I think they both got times and a place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Silence is deafening, so silence always makes me uncomfortable because you generally don't know what the fuck's coming.
Sure.
When you get those little, the sound design of a movie is almost giving you a hint when shit is coming, right? As it builds, you're like, okay, now I'm about to get scared.
Yeah.
Half the times the sound is what scares you. It's not even the scene.
I agree.
So I actually prefer the sound design. I do. I like the crescendos and I like the violins and all that.
I think a good mix, right?
Yeah.
Because I can personally remember, and it may have even been in Infested or something, where it was just like dead silence, and you're like, man, I know something's going to pop off right here any second, but a hardcore jump scare or whatever, right? Sure. And it's like I said, that dude's got you by the throat. He's just getting ready to punch you, and you're just like, "Fucking do it! Come on, just get it over with, right? I feel that's what silence is like in the movie. I'm here for it.
I like it.
Don't overuse it though.
Agreed.
The
sound is like almost the answers to the test, right? Like again, like you said, when you're waiting in the silence, like you kind of are playing. You no anxiety release because you have no idea.
Yeah.
That audio really gives you a little bit of an anxiety relief because it's like this. It tells you when to be scared.
For
right?
sure.
So,
yeah.
I do like the balance. I think you're right. I don't think there's.
Yeah, because imagine going down to that hallway, like the nun hallway, right? And you can. I love to actually. You know what? That's a good build yourself up to it. So you're already scared, and all of a sudden it's doing that slow pan down to the nun, say, picture, and you know what's going to happen. She's coming out, fucking with that nose and everything, right?
Yeah.
And but complete silence is just as almost as scary as that little, little or whatever. I like both of them.
I do.
Sound design is the most important thing in a horror movie. I'm going to throw it out there.
I agree.
You watch any horror movie without. Just turn off the volume
and
leave the subtitles on. It's boring.
It's boring.
Yeah. So that's a huge thing. For those young filmmakers out there, for all my films that I've actually done, right? Don't skip on the sound design, guys. Let out there and really get it going. So
seal of approval. I give you that one.
Yes.
Next up, we got Extol Lynn. Crystal is back again.
Another Crystal.
Yeah, another Crystal.
Jesus.
So many goddamn
crystals.
Right.
When we talk about that names, they just don't name kids. Like Jason doesn't. There's no kid born in 2024 named Jason.
Yeah. Justin's not so much.
You're probably not so much either, man.
Crystal?
I don't know.
I don't think there's any crystals.
I mean, like crystal meth, maybe.
Crystal meth.
I don't know. That'd be a kind of cool middle name,
Yeah,
but
meth.
then you gotta go through school, everybody thinks you're a crackhead and
Good.
all that
No one
stuff.
will talk
Yeah.
to me.
Well, I don't know if you've seen both these crystals. AZ Desert Cat and no, I'm just kidding. You guys aren't. No. But it's I don't know. What are they naming kids these days, man?
Oh, fucking! Is
it just like a sign?
It's a sign.
Is it like Prince?
Gemini.
Oh, it's like
Gemini and fucking.
Okay, or like a solar system you just get named after or something.
This is Vertigo.
Oh, this is Vertigo. Yeah,
Right?
Yeah. This is low self-esteem over here, and
I know quite a people named Cancer. Hey, but with Crystal wants to say.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Crystal's not sure if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but the evil.
Wait, let me guess. Rob Zombie's movies suck. I got it.
No, Halloween. No, I'm kidding. Okay, no. Evil Dead 2013. So the remake is better than the original. Okay.
Ooh.
So.
Man.
I hate when you put me in a position to knock Evil Dead because it's a perfect franchise.
Well, it's like you have two kids and someone asks you which one you like better, and they're both looking at you like, "Fuck, Dad."
I would 100% pick. I have two cats and one is totally awesome and one is totally shit.
Okay.
So I would totally pick.
Okay.
Evil Dead 2013, awesome movie, love it. I think it's one of our favorite remakes ever. But the original Evil Dead is kind of what got me into.
Yeah.
It's like your favorite band.
Well, yeah, and I think to be fair, Crystal Meth is she's new at this,
she's
right?
New.
She's a new horror fan.
Yeah.
Okay. And in fact, we kind of got her really watching a lot of movies. You did a lot. We would give her a list, and for her credit, she would take these lists home and watch these fucking things,
which is cool. Usually people throw it up.
Yeah. So her knowledge in this horror world is short, but it's starting to compound, right? It's starting to grow. It's like that snowball that you go down throw down the hill.
Avalanche.
And it's starting to get big, and all of a sudden you look and there's a grandma walking across the street. You're like, oh fuck, this thing's going to hit her, and that's where Crystal's going right now, right? Because this thing has gotten so big, and she thinks she has these good opinions, but there's no fucking way that 2013 is better than the original.
Not a chance.
Not a way. I mean, it's how dare you?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but where's Bruce Campbell in fucking 2013.
And 13 is great. We showed it at Spookorama. It was our very first free
Sold
night.
out.
Yeah, so it was amazing. But it is not better. No, it's a great reimagining. I'm gonna throw out there that word.
Yeah.
It was just still the dumbest fucking word ever. I reimagined something which thinks you can do it better, but you just can't, right?
You just imagined.
Yeah,
That's all. You didn't reimagine.
Yeah.
You just imagined.
But 2013 is a fucking hell of a watch.
Phenomenal.
A great watch, right?
The intro's literally incredible. Evil Dead does intros better than any other movies, by the way.
The franchise does the best, right? That pre-title card sequence or just title card sequence, right?
Right.
All together. But you're right. You throw the OG Evil Dead in, just the graininess, the grittiness, it's not the first cabin in the woods type of movie, but it's the most effective one. I think.
Lightning in a bottle. You have Sam working with Bruce Campbell, and it is such a perfect pairing. It'll always be one of my
both young Raimi and Campbell, right? In other words, fresh fucking minds, man. And obviously, you see what they did. They made Spider-Man.
Right.
So, and Bubba Hotep.
And Bubba Hotep.
Yeah, whatever, right? So, maybe Crystal's onto something here.
Possibly.
But, no, Crystal, look, we're going to, as your punishment for this dumbass take, you're going to go back. I need you to go, homework assignment, go watch this again.
Okay.
And watch the first one in a good setting. Don't watch it with like your knitting or whatever she makes. There's rugs.
The rugs.
And all that stuff, right? Sit there, lights off, maybe have a few, whatever you do, right? Or not. And then sit there and absorb Evil Dead, the original.
Agreed.
And then be like, you know what? Fucking the Pope of Pain is right. That's all I want to hear. Okay.
Right.
Anyway.
You're right.
Okay.
This is the finale right here, but this is a three-parter, okay?
Oh, fuck. Okay.
This one's from Britain the Great.
Britain.
This is our friend from Portland, Oregon.
Yes.
Came to our event last year.
I remember her, yeah.
Phenomenal. A friend of Bob's, so obviously he's going to have better taste than Bob, I imagine. I hope. Well, never mind. So first off, Britain says, It Follows has a banger soundtrack. Otherwise, it's a terrible movie. What a fucking lousy take.
Ooh.
The soundtrack is incredible.
It is a good soundtrack.
Yeah, phenomenal.
But what a fun movie.
But one of my favorite movies of the last 15 years.
Well, and here's okay, I'm glad you said that because one thing that we liked about it is original.
So original.
The storyline's great, right? You got to bang and pass that thing along, man, right?
Right.
Which it's human nature. It's what we're put on this earth to do,
Sure.
right? That and,
it is what we're here to do.
Yeah, and just go to work every day and just suffer. But yeah, anyway. Yeah. So, but no, it's something that, and there's no escaping it, right? Yeah. So, I thought it was a very original movie. I liked that movie, and the soundtrack is great. So,
Agreed.
You're half right.
Yeah.
And you're half fucking wrong.
You're half wrong as well.
Britain the Great.
Just follows that up with
Texas
Chainsaw Massacre remake is way better than the original.
I'm taking the 03 you're talking about, right? Man, okay, well that's.
What are you looking for, right?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I don't. Someone's going. You just said Evil Dead is better than 2013, right? So now you're saying the 03 is better than the 74. Man, I think this is generational.
It has to be.
You know what I'm saying? Because like watching in the 80s when I first, you're gonna tell you the story, but I told you how I first watched this in the 80s, right? It was terrifying because it was so gritty and it was so dirty, and you're like, is this a true story?
Yeah,
right? It's hard to tell, right?
It is.
But then you do 03, which I really fucking like. I thought they really, when it comes to remakes or reimagining, whatever, they did a good fucking job on that, right? Great casting, by the way. You still had that sticky, Texas feel.
It felt Texas.
Yeah,
Jessica Biel.
Yeah, Jessica Biel, Lee Ermey. I mean, there was it was done very, very fucking well. I think it's all about how old you are or whatever. I'm always going to love the 74.
Agreed. And there's a setting, right? Like if it's date night and you got the family, you're not watching 74 probably, right?
No.
But if you're, it's almost like like college. If you're like, hey, son.
Yeah.
Hey, 16th birthday, I want to show you something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that'd be a cool watch the original. There's a time and a place for it.
Yeah.
But you just casual viewing before bed, I'm probably not watching the original.
I agree.
It's too primal.
Yeah, it will be interesting. I don't know. Once again, I love both of them, but if I was recommending one to a younger crowd, okay,
sure.
I would recommend the 03.
Agreed.
Just throw it out there, just because I think it's because in the last fucking 15 minutes of 74, it's all screaming.
It's just
it's a little rough, man. So. But if you do 03, it's a really well put together movie. So, Brent, you got to, okay, I'm going to give you this take. I'm going to say good. Man.
Yeah. It's fair. Okay,
Yeah.
Again, it's a remake we all love.
I agree.
So you can't go wrong. And finally, we're going to close it out with found footage is the best genre of horror, which, this is a perfect way to close this show out because I think our brains...
fucking life
no
right
shit,
here, right? Is this like... Is that a fucking take? Found footage, okay, artistically, right? Once again, all the movies I've made, right?
Sure. But we could easily be found footage directors, no problem.
Oh,
today,
right fucking now, right?
Today.
In fact, I'm already one step ahead because I have a tripod for these fucking cameras.
Yeah, right. No shit, right.
I just think it's shitty filmmaking.
It is,
right? Now I know you gotta get creative. You still got a storyline to follow, but man, is it nothing more annoying than watching just the bouncy, shaky, shitty footage?
No.
It's rough, man.
Ambience, dark noise. Like, what makes me mad about this?
Yeah.
We're living in a world now where today, and this didn't exist in the 80s and the 90s, and I love that, even the 70s,
right,
where you could do something so boring, so dull, so uninspired, but people would look at that and say, oh my God, it's so artistic. And it's like, today, we just saw last year, I think it was last year, Skin Marine came out. It was a 2-hour, not fucking,
example,
not 80 minute, a 2-hour, 120 minutes of just fucking nothingness, right?
Oh,
and now
so
this
painful.
movie, when you go onto the review sites, which I've done,
yeah,
all they do is tell you about how you don't get it. This movie's artistic. It's trend. I'll never forget this one. This review said it was transcending the genre of horror. To what? Like, what are you transcending?
to
where?
Yeah.
To fucking boredom?
You're right. And this is what's wrong right now. We're so desperate for anything, right? I mean, once again, the 80s has ruined us. The 80s had a banger movie like every fucking week comes out.
Right.
All right, I'll be more fair. Every month, and you go back and do your research, there is a cult classic coming out in the fucking 80s. I don't care.
Yeah.
Pick a year and go to Wikipedia.
It's incredible.
87. Just go down every month. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
How do you compete with that, right? The 90s fell off. The 90s still had okay, but then it really fell off. And then now we're in this like... It's recession of horror. I'm going to throw that out there, right?
It is. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. And now it's like, oh, look, everybody's got a handy cam. Everybody's got a cell phone. Let's make a movie. Well, I can't. Let's do something that transcends the genre and just make it shaky and chase after people. And no, man, I'm telling you, good cinematography is key to building suspense.
Agreed.
It's key to building good scares. I can jump scare the fuck out of you any time of the day right now, right? I mean, you're going there, once again, Justin's on the toilet. I can just kick the door, scare him. He's going to freak out, right? And that's a cheap thrill,
Sure.
right? And I'm here for some cheap thrills, trust me.
Right.
I got some, let me tell you.
That would be my band name.
Yeah,
if I had
cheap
one.
thrills.
Cheap
Okay,
thrills.
yeah. But I think that when I look at a good horror movie, and then there's okay, I mean, obviously you guys got the Blair Witch,
Sure.
you got Houses October Built. I'm trying
Like
to
that.
think some. I mean, you can go even Wreck. There are some fun, okay, man, but I don't call this the best genre.
Oh no, by far, leaps and bounds. No.
I mean, I can name 5 genres right now that are way better. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
And I don't even have to go down. You guys fucking know them, right?
Absolutely.
So
I'd even rather that whole fucking psychological horror shit than this. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, no,
There's
you can.
substance.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, you're gonna say, okay, perfect example, psychological horror, like
Hereditary, maybe.
Yeah, or what's that fucking Hannibal Lecter,
Hannibal,
right?
oh, yeah, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, Silence of the
Rosemary's
Lambs.
Baby. You know?
Yeah, stuff like that. You're trying to tell me that Houses October Built is better than those?
Yeah, no, what a fucking.
No way, dude. You know.
And Blair Witch Project is, by the way, that's your ace. That's like of the
that
genre.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, those are your
Yeah,
aces,
yeah.
and I would not take those in a top 100 over any other movie.
I think what it is, and this is me being dumb, where like, oh, I can't believe this actually happened. But there is so much shit in in a found footage movie that you're like, there is no fucking way that I am ready to die. You're ready to die, and I'm filming it.
Right.
Well, shit. Actually, you know what? Maybe these days I could be fucking wrong.
Sure.
I take everything I said back because you're right. I see some dumb shit. People are getting run over the street and people just filming it, and all that stuff. So maybe they will film this. So you know what, Britton the Great, you actually made a great point. I will just back out of this right now.
I'm not letting it off. I can't, Jason. I can't let it go. Again.
Just because you're Bob's friend, we're going to talk shit.
No shit, right? Guilty by association.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, dude. In closing with this one, the whole found footage genre thing, dude. It's so tired. I can't stand it because it gives people just an ability to call themselves a director or a this or that. It's like it's the same correlation to people today with these iPhones.
It totally is.
I'm a photographer today.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
it's the same shit,
right?
I could shoot a found footage movie on this today.
Sure. Put some effort into it. Light the scenes, man. Study some, camera movements and all that stuff. And you'd be amazed what a slow, pan or a slow walk in on, I don't know. I mean, something scary and a little shadow in the corner will fucking do for you, right?
Love that.
Just stuff like that.
But also, I do think the found footage thing, if they were shorts, like 10, 15-minute horror shorts, I think they would be phenomenal.
Okay. That I'm here for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 2 hours of me getting motion sickness, I can't. No. But if you do, I could do 10, 15 minutes.
Absolutely. And then it'll
kill me with that, man.
Absolutely. I'm not going to kill it then. Because,
yeah. And I can get over the, the cheap jump scares, right? Sure. Jump scares are quick, guys. It's so quick. If you want to jump scare anybody, you go silent.
Yeah.
Right? Like you normally do. And then you open a can of fucking like cat food, but you put a giant piano strike into it. Right. Holy shit, or whatever. Or, just, it's so fucking easy.
It is.
I mean, I don't know why people look at like giving stars on the Walk of Hall of Fame to Carpenter when they can just come to me and I can just tell you how to make a good movie.
No, you're right. You're right. It is easy. But what hasn't been easy was listening to a lot of these unpopular horror opinions because this has been a tough.
I actually enjoy this. Maybe because I just like, I don't know,
roasting people.
Roasting people because we're all friends here.
We
right?
are.
I'm not. Everybody's opinions are. Look, no one likes my opinions. No. I'm fine with that. And so, but I like doing this. This is fun because I get to. This is how you really know somebody, right?
It is.
Because you could be like, oh, Justin, yeah, I love Italian horror. Zombie movies are great. You're just saying this because I want to be your friend, right? Yeah. But when you get a chance to give us your unpopular, we really peel the onion back, right?
Ooh, that's
yeah. And sometimes I don't want to eat that onion.
No, I never want to eat that.
And sometimes I'm like, this is delicious, So that was the worst analogy ever.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's early.
Bloomin' onion. It's deep fried onion.
It's the Blumhouse onion.
It's the Blumhouse
the fucking
onion.
Blumhouse onion.
I like that. There we
Get
go.
it at your local fucking
bodega.
Yeah, bodega. All right. Anyway, all right. So there we go. We should probably go open the store.
Probably should. And cool off.
Yeah. So there's you guys' unpopular opinion. If you want a part 3 or you just don't, just let us know. Let us know in the comments, man.
I would actually love to know what you guys think because unpopular opinions is great, but what else should we roast? Do we roast your...
Yeah, if you got
there's so many different directions we can go.
Yeah, I mean, we did your top 3, which is actually pretty good top 3s, but I think a lot of those were chalk, they just get the easy ones. It's hard to talk shit, right?
Maybe go bottom 3s. What's everybody's least favorite movie?
Okay, now we're talking. Least favorite horror movies. Maybe that's the next one, okay?
I like that.
Tell you what, send them to Jay, or I'm sure you'll put out something here, right? So send them to Justin, and we're just going to keep this hate train going. You know what I'm saying? If I can bring this thing, right? I'm the fucking conductor. Justin's in the caboose right now, and we're going to choo-choo.